Yo, Golden Star! Are you proud of me? I read the first Wings of Fire. I know you're one of the people that, like, have been pushing me to read it. Tune finally got me. I did. I did. I'm actually about I'm about a third of the way through the second one. It's my nighttime read right now. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I don't want any spoilers. I know nothing about it, so like, I'm actually, Dia, I'm gonna make you a mod, since it seems like you've read it. And then if anyone posts spoilers, remove their comment. Oh god, where are you? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm excited. I have read it. Uh, I've only read the first book, so I'm probably biased, but I did like Clay a lot. He's very himbo, and I appreciated that he was just dumb. But, yeah, so I've only read the first one, so no spoilers. Jeez. And, like, yeah, he's very himbo. I just love that for him. I'm actually going to remove him. But yeah, very excited. I was kind of worried. I mean, I feel like half the reason I was putting it off was because I don't know. I didn't want to get obsessed with something. But it's very nice. Oh. Hi, Toon. The other person, Golden Star and Toon, were basically the ones that convinced me, even though I've had like 10 people tell me to read it. Yeah, I'm reading the Tsunami book right now. She's okay. Very persuasive. Yeah. Sunny's good. They're all good. I like them work. I like their group dynamic, which is of course very important. They all work very well off of each other. Okay, I need to fix this. But it's like every single chapter ends on a cliffhanger, so it's like you have to keep reading. I'm like, this is so cruel. Starflight seems very interesting. Toon told me that like the books switch point of views, so I'm interested to read his point of view. Starflight. He definitely, I feel like he will shine a lot more when it's like his internal dialogue. Yeah, I'd say my favorites out of the main ones right now would be like I don't know. Probably Sunny and Clay. They're just like so pure. I'm just like, please. How many books are there? Like, I went to the used bookstore yesterday because I go there every once in a while to see if they have, I like collecting the hard covers, like with the dust jackets for warriors, the books that I don't have. So I go to like the used bookstore every once in a while to see if they have some, and I looked at the Wings books and they didn't have any like I don't know. I feel like they had up to like book 15, just like random books for Wings. But yeah, very 15 main books. Yeah, Sunny and Clay are just like so. It's crazy. Like everyone else is psychotic. It's like they meet people and then they're just like psychotic. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, dude, why are they so much different from like literally everyone else? Except for I like in the second book I met Riptide. He seems really cool. I'm glad that there's someone cool that wasn't born in a cave. Gives you hope. Winglets? You guys are like speaking a different language right now. I feel like it's hard to remember the names because the names are like just single word, like a lot of them are single words. Like I remember Starlight, kind of sounds like a warrior cat name. And Marosier could be like the 2-syllable names. I'm like, okay. Glory seems pretty cool, but she's pretty chill. Literally everyone's psychotic. Oh, I met Anemone and Tsunami's sister. She seems chill. And I liked Clay had his little like sibling reunion. That was so adorable. I think I would be a mud dragon because I like value like my sibling relationship a lot, like me and my sister. I was like, oh, that's so cute that they're like all in their own little quartet and they kind of grow up together. I don't know. I like it, respected that. But I mean, I haven't seen any of the other. I mean, I met the Skywings. Skywings? Are those the ones, the psychotic people? Yeah. Well, they're all psychotic. Yeah. The Nightwing names are like warriors' names, so I feel like I will remember them a lot. Yeah, an enemy's cute. Poor, I don't know. And am I the only one that when I'm reading this, I think it's because I don't, like, when I was reading it, I kept on, have you guys seen like so like on when they remade the Spyro games to be Spyro Reignited or whatever, and they like gave all of the dragons that you save in that game like cool redesigns, but they're all like standing on 2 legs. I don't know, for some reason, like when I was reading it, I was like just imagining the Spyro redesign dragon style. They're her least favorite? That's so sad. I think that they're really cute. Peril, is that the... Oh god. You're gonna have to forgive me. She's the one that is like, I'm hot, so hot like fire, babe, burn. Does she come back? I assume she comes back. They spent a lot of time like developing her. She's psychotic too. Everyone's psychotic. Especially those like sky dragons. They're extra psychotic. Yeah. I assume she comes back because they spent a lot of time, like, developing her character for her to just, like, leave. But, I mean, I like that they, at the end of the first book, yeah, the champ, okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember. But, I mean, they, like, kill people so easily in it, so I was like, wow, did they just, like, develop her so that she would just die later? Okay, that makes sense. I assumed she'd come back earlier, but... yeah. Only read the first book and, like, a third of the second book, so... You guys... I'm gonna be really slow here. And I did just read it, though, so I should remember what happened. Oh, I've already met the Nightwings. They seem like... Honestly, I'm convinced that none of them can tell the future. I think that it's just all an elaborate hoax. I think it would be so funny if they actually can. That, or like none of them that have been born in like the past... I don't know how long they live. What if they live like 100 years? What if none of the new guys? Yeah, Meta, I read a dragon book that was authored by one of the cat authors that everyone's been telling me to read. Yeah, I'm having fun. They're quick reads, which I appreciate. Hey, Nova! Literally, they're just like, yo. Live for about 150 years. Wow, you guys are really behind me. Let me check to see what my latency is. I need to check my stream latency. I thought I set it to be low. Yeah, no spoilers. Okay, hold on. Ultra low? Yeah, it's on low latency. Why are you guys so far behind me? I don't know. I usually animate on 3s nowadays, fossilized. I do animate on 2s when I have to do like fight scenes. The stream is buffering. Let me check it. It does say I've been losing frames. I wish I could stream on Ethernet, but I can't. Oh, hold on. No. Probably, Sam. You could probably do puppet animation on After Effects if you really tried hard. I need to change the color of the leaves to be not the color of the bush. Thanks, chair. Or share. I said chair. Yeah, I made sure to pick the right book to start. I didn't want to accidentally read, like, not the first book. But it seems very enjoyable. Dia, are you drawing? Are you drawing, are you posting them on the same blog that you've been posting to? I guess I haven't been on my Tumblr dashboard in a while. Okay. I'm just making sure I'm following the right blog. Hey, Peach. That's your joke. I didn't mean to say chair. It just kind of like came out that way. I'm sorry. Obviously. Oh, thanks, Sam. This one took me a really long time to figure out what colors I was using. Like, I had probably 4 or 5 alts I went through before starting to settle on colors. Today we are listening to Professor Layton. Oh, yeah, I was wondering that because at the bookstore they were like books 15, 16. There weren't any arc numbers. So I was like, oh, are there like 15 books in the first arc? I'm like, I don't know. I'm on book 2. I'm reading book 68. Yeah, imagine like Warrior Cats being like that. Yeah, it's book 83 is coming out next month. Get excited. It would really put it more into perspective. I don't know. I feel like for me, I'm like, I guess because I'm getting into Wings, I don't know how many books there. What did somebody say? 15? It's not that I'm like daunted by that. It's like if I like the first one, I'm like, oh wow, I got 15 more to read. That's awesome. That's how I would feel, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I got caught up again in 2021, but there were only about like 10, maybe 10 books I hadn't read up till then. Maybe like 12 books. It wasn't like super overwhelming though. I don't know, I like reading. And like for me, the Warriors books only take like a day, maybe a day and a half to read. So I don't know. So it's like it doesn't feel daunting because I'm like, oh, I can read like 2 during the weekend. I read the books, Iki. I've read them. I do like audiobooks though. I typically listen to audiobooks for like other books I like if I listen to murder mysteries or like mystery novels. I liked Dean Koontz a lot. I listen to his audiobooks a lot. And then I like listening to audiobooks for autobiographies because they're usually narrated by the person that actually read it, who actually wrote the book. So that's pretty interesting. I think that's really it adds to like the experience. Yeah, I like going to the half price bookstore. Like yesterday, or I think it was on Monday, I went to the half price bookstore and I got 3 hardcover Warrior books that I didn't have the hardcovers for. It was like Midnight, SkyClan's Destiny, and stuff like that. And they were all just like $7. And I was like, this is amazing. Good quality too, still in pretty good condition. Yeah, libraries. A lot of libraries do online now, so you can just like rent the PDF. You don't even have to go. Oops. It's free? I do like libraries though, because you can just like try out genres there, or like try out authors at the library. So you don't have to like commit to an author that you don't like their stuff, or that you're not sure if you'll like their stuff. See, I'm gonna... I'm definitely reading Wings of Fire from the library. Belo's library. Yeah, Inky. I've done that a lot of times. Like, especially with manga too. I mean, you just read it, and if you really like it, then you buy it or whatever. Yeah, Canada, like $20, yeah. The mangas, man. Like the Brightheart manga that just came out, I got the hardcover version of it. That thing was like $18 for the manga. Took me like 2 hours to read. This is getting so messy. I need to combine some of these. Aw, thanks Bailey. I'm gonna try to make my YouTube more active. So hopefully that'll happen soon. Yeah, there are definitely ways to read Warrior Cats easily. That's fair, Nova. I always got the soft covers when I was like younger, but now that I have like my own money to spend, I like having the physical copy. Yeah. I mean, I have been reading Warriors for so long that when I caught up, it's like, it's impossible for me to avoid spoilers in Warrior Cats if I'm not caught up. People will like send me asks on my blog asking me about specific things, or I don't know. I mean, I know they don't mean to spoil, obviously. It just happens if I'm not caught up, so I try to as quick as I can. Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I've distanced myself from a lot of social media at this point, but it's like I can't completely distance myself from Warrior Cats, so I should honestly email the people and ask if I can get like a copy for free so that I can review it on my YouTube channel. Promotional copy, please. Hey Vamp. Hey Ash. Yeah, it's so hard to avoid spoilers in Warrior Cats. I mean, I also, I mean, I don't avoid spoilers in Warrior Cats on my streams. Like, I'll just randomly, like, spoil the 6th series. If it's not the newest series, no one tries to, like, keep spoilers from you. And if it's not the newest book, sometimes even. See, I am completely spoiler free on Wings of Fire. I know absolutely nothing about it. So that's why I'm letting all my moderators remove any spoilers. Yeah, Redtail dies. You see, actually I'm on the first chapter of Into the Wild, so like you did spoil me because that's not introduced until like chapter 3 of Into the Wild. To be fair, there's not a lot to spoil about a Starless Clan yet. I feel like once the like main villain gets revealed, though, I feel like you need to read a Starless Clan before. Holy crap, Fire Rusty joins ThunderClan? Maybe he gets offered? But yeah, I would definitely read A Starless Clan soon if you don't want to get spoilers. I know that once they like reveal the true villain, no one's going to keep that a secret, and that'll probably, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to read like mysteries like that after it's been revealed to see if you could catch anything, but I don't trust the hunters to think that far ahead. Yeah. But then there's some plot points. Okay, guys, spoilers for the first Wings of Fire book if you haven't read it. There's some plot points where it's like you think that they're going one way and they're not. Like when shoot, I forget her name already. Peril's mom, the mean dragon. Well, they're all mean. That raised them or whatever. Like she like goes free, and you think that, I don't know, there's gonna be like this happy, yeah, Kestrel, the happy reunion or whatever, and then the epilogue happens, and you're like, okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've got to read the books as they were coming out. Like I caught back up at the end of Broken Code, so I waited for Lights in the Mist, but I had already like known who the imposter was and all that. So it's been a while since I've got to find things out with everyone else. It's been pretty fun. Oh no. Everyone's like either crazy, insane, or they get murdered and they're crazy and insane. And I'm just sitting here like, you guys, your entire world is fricked up, and you think 5 dragons are gonna make a difference. Like, how are they? Like, everyone is fricked up. Like, no one. Like, y'all need more than 5 dragons to help you guys solve all your problems. I don't know, I feel like the world building has been okay so far. Like, I've met 3 of the dragon tribes. I've barely met the sea ocean dragons. Sea wings or whatever. But I mean, so far they all seem like pretty different, and it's like interesting to read about them. So I don't know, I feel like that's interesting world building to me. Like yeah, I think I remember Whirlpool. I probably met her already, but I can't remember. I mean, there were like a million sea dragons that were just introduced to me in like the last chapter, and they all were jerks. So like, which jerk are you talking about? I don't know, I don't need a lot of world building. I feel like I've always been good at like, I mean, I like warrior cats. I've always been good at having like not a lot of information. I um and like being able to roll with it, I guess. I kind of like when they don't give me a lot of information because then you can kind of like fill in your gaps with like your own like headcanons, and I feel like that's like when the most interesting communities come to life is when there's like a lot of gaps that can get filled in and a lot of different ideas and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't really consider it a negative that there's not a lot of world building. I mean, obviously it is, but from like a writing standpoint. I don't think it was a spoiler. I mean, I don't think I've met a single dragon that wasn't part of the main five, and the Peril. That, I mean, even Peril was kind of insane. So like, I think they're all kind of insane. So. Oh man, I'm not thinking about what I'm drawing when I'm talking. I'm gonna have to redo this whole part probably. Oh well, who cares? She's so insane. I love Clay! He is so pure. I just love him. I just love him. He reminds me of Terra from Kingdom Hearts, except for Terra became evil. But he didn't mean to, he was just himbo. I guess, if they're dragons. I don't know. I don't like thinking too hard about what I'm reading. I'm like, hey, if I keep reading it, it's gotta be good, right? I'm bad. I don't like reading something and then seeing, like, I don't like doing anything and, like, focusing on the negative of it. I mean, I feel like, why are you reading it if you're focusing on the negative? Like, read something else if it's not for you. Yeah, I haven't looked at any dragon. I looked at Toon's animated wings because Toon said I could, and I liked what I saw. Some of the dragon designs were different than I think I imagined them, but I thought they were all really cute. Yeah, the like I don't. That's why I don't read it or I don't watch any of the like Warrior Cat essay videos. I'm like, if you hate the book so much, stop reading it. Like read something that makes you happy. I'm like, there's so many things in this world that makes me unhappy that I'm like, why do I have to waste my energy reading something I already know is gonna make me like I don't know. Like I don't need help getting depressed. I'd like to see the positive and stuff. I don't watch Moon Kitty's videos. Sorry. I don't think it's fun at all, Inky. But I could see why people think like analyzing it is fun. I used to love theory building. Like when I don't do theory building for Warrior Cats because I'm like there's no point. It's not that deep. But like when I was into Homestuck, I did theories all the time. So it just depends. Or it's like when I read Umaneko, or when I like theory building, just not with Warrior Cats or like Wings of Fire. I'm like, they'll tell me, don't worry, just let them take their time. Like, There's not gonna be anything to theory build at the end. It's just gonna be laid out for me. So just let me turn my brain off and popcorn eat it. Yeah, I noticed the Wings of Fire humor. It was really cute. Literary share. That's how I feel. That's why I don't go on roller coasters or do anything that makes me feel scared. I'm like, I don't need any help doing that. Thank you. I can do that perfectly fine by myself. Yeah, I do like the how they. I do like how who is it? Sutherland? Sui? That I did just read that, Dia. There's a tree in the forest. Holy crap. That was so funny. Oh, yeah, Tui. Yeah, Tui. I couldn't remember if it was Sui, but I think I was just missing out her. I think I was just combining her first and last name, Sutherland, because I looked, because authors, I just looked up. The authors are labeled by last names in library, so I was probably thinking of her last name being starting with an S. Okay, yeah, I was wondering about this. So there was actually going to be a Wings of Fire, like an official Netflix thing? That's really cool. Huh. Yeah, it is really gruesome though. Like, there were some parts in the first book, I mean, even in, like, the prologue, like, there's a freaking dragon that gets stabbed through the head and just, like, falls off the cliff. I mean, obviously, you can portray that in an animation without actually showing that much. But there's, like, a lot of scenes like that where it's like, oh, humans walking by just gets their head chomped off, and it's like, oh my god. I'm like, I feel like half of the way that works is that you're not the only one that's like surprised to see that happen, because that happens in front of Clay and Tsunami, I think, and they were both like, holy crap. Yeah, but I feel like I like that scene because you weren't the only one that was just like, holy crap. They were also just like, holy crap. Like, I felt like it set the tone very well. Oh my gosh, Toon. I'm actually really glad. I've always been one. Like, when I was doing the StarClan's Chosen stuff, um, I had to tell a lot of the part holders to tone down the blood. I'm like, guys, my cousin will want to watch this in front of my 6-year-old niece. Can we, like, not have rivers of blood? For her, please? Wait, what's the question? Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the most bloody I've ever animated was one of my Jimmy He Whispers parts. I actually drew blood. But I didn't need to. I just knew that Sam would want it. Sam loves... Yeah. I feel like the part, but even that, it's like I tried to use scenes that could minimize the amount of blood shown. I just knew Sam would probably prefer. Yeah, Toon reminded me that I had the books. Um, and I don't know if she's still in here, but Golden Star, I know her in real life, and she was like, "You should read them." So probably those two really pushed me. Yeah, that's like I've used that directing in a lot of parts where it's like I did the same type of thing in I used basically the same type of shots in oh shoot, what's it? Wolf. Uh the Leaf Pool map with them. Yeah, Golden Star, you succeeded. You succeeded. But yeah, I use that zoom in to show as little amount of blood as I possibly can to get the point across, and then zoom out to be like, here. So vague that you don't need the blood to know what's happening. Oh, yeah. I mean, that is true. That's how, like, a lot of Japanese animes get away with it, too. They'll just color the blood a different color to get past the censors. I think I need to color this regular. Yeah, that too. I remember on Tumblr when Homestuck, there was some guy on Tumblr, or I don't know, some person, they like took a bunch of the like troll death scenes in Homestuck and they like recolored them to be like red blood to like be like, wow, look how crazy this looks. Oh my gosh, Toon, you're making me want to see that storyboard. I mean, I was like shocked reading it. I was like, this is intense. Like, I don't remember even being that shocked reading any like weird cutscene. Like even like Tiger Star dying. Because, I mean, if you actually read it in Warriors, I feel like a lot of the community makes it more gruesome. Soon. Than what it's like written in the books. I have not read Guardians of Ga'Hoole. That's gonna probably be the next one that everyone is gonna tell me to read. Yeah, Toon. Like, in Warriors, they definitely say the bare minimum, and then people just, like, elaborate on that. And I'm just like, ugh. I don't know. I haven't even seen... Thanks, Cher. See ya. I I haven't seen the Guardians of Gahul movie. I've seen like screenshots and like I know it exists. Yeah, Toon. I mean, I'm definitely like I don't know. Maybe I'll feel different. I don't know. I'm definitely not getting rid of warrior cats. I love cats. Period. You can't make me stop drawing cats. Wings of fire, but they're cats, basically. Yeah, I've seen bits of the animation, and it looks very pretty. It looks very pretty. Oh. There it is. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that too, like, it'd be cool if there were unicorns. Or like, I don't know, centaurs. I love centaurs. I mean, I feel like Warrior Cats is always gonna be like, I'm never gonna leave it. Period. I have been in the Warrior Cats fandom for over half of my life. Let's just put it that way. Like, I've been reading Warrior Cats for over half of my life. So, nothing's gonna replace it easily. Like Pokemon, you know? It's like your favorite video game series or whatever. Yeah, basically. Me too, Toon. That's how I feel about it. I'm like, we're married now. Sorry! Has more drama? I mean, yeah. They're cat soap opera books. Man, I can't get comfortable into a comfortable drawing position today. Oh, I've been here so very long. I remember me, Mira, and Finch fighting over that part. when Serena gave us the script and we all ended up doing a collab on it because we were all fighting over who wanted it. I have only read the first book and some of the second. Enough to know that the sea wings are indeed just as crazy as the rest of the dragons. They are not. So don't worry about it. Alexei! I feel like everyone remembers Warrior Cats. Well, that's not true. One of my like longest internet buddies, um, me and her met because we were both like in Warrior Cats, and she like doesn't remember the books, and I'm just like, how do you not remember the books? You literally animated one of them. I don't know how to draw like Star Clan shows, and there was like 100 people in there. Well, okay, so she remembers like Firestar or whatever, but I don't think she ever read past like the first 3 series. Like she actually got out somehow. She's crazy. But she was visiting because I was helping her at sell at the convention the weekend that StarClan Chosen got finished. So she watched StarClan Chosen, and she's like, let's keep watching it. We watched it like 3 times in a row. She's like, I don't remember any of these cats, but I want to keep watching this. And I was like, okay. She remembers Firestar. Yeah, I feel like my sister never read Warriors. It's really weird to me, but she was more, she like read a lot, but she read a lot of the like teenage like fantasy romance novel type things. Like she read Twilight and stuff like that. So I was always the one that read like the animal fantasy books, like Miss Mantle Chronicles I really liked. It's about a squirrel. Freddy the hamster. I don't know, I always read like, but I mean I read like Lemony Snicket and stuff like that. I just read a lot of like the fantasy novels, and she read a lot of the romance novels. Yeah, I never read Twilight. Redwall, I don't remember reading it, but I was like really into, I had like hamsters when I was growing up, so I really liked mice and hamsters and like squirrels. So I read like a lot of books that had those as like the main character, so like Tale of Despero and stuff like that. And no, I haven't seen that storyboard. I don't pay a lot of attention to maps at the moment. Mostly because I feel like if I pay attention to them before they're released, I feel the need to join them, and I refuse to be in map hell ever again. I had a lot of books that had like mice as protagonists and hamsters and stuff like that. And like one of my favorite movies when I was growing up was Don Bluth's Secret of Nim was like my absolute favorite movie growing up. I watched that thing so many times. So, and I loved Hamtaro. I was like a huge Hamtaro person. What am I doing? Sometimes I just need to like zoom out and ask myself what I'm doing. I've been actually working on pre-production for Little Pistol to see if I can get some pre-production sorted out to like bring some people in to help finish it. Yeah, Toon, I think so too. I mean, I feel like when I'm reading The Wings of Fire, half the time I feel like they're standing up like people. I mean, they're doing things with their hands in like Wings of Fire. So I'm like, they've got to be standing. I don't know, but sometimes it's like they're on all fours. I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. Rabbit ear needs. I love that. I just think of them as like the dragons in Spyro. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Here, let me show you. Okay, look. Spyro Dragon, see? That's Clay. That's just like what I picture Clay looking like, except he's kind of more buff than Clay. Clay's probably a little chunky. But there, that's my dragon. That's how I pictured the dragon. Clay Wings of Fire! No, I mean maybe the five are like Spyro and they actually walk on all fours because for some reason Spyro is the only dragon in Spyro that actually like walks on fours. You guys don't like that picture? Why? I honestly, I don't know. I mean, they obviously fly like regular dragons. But like, you can fly like a regular dragon and when you're like talking and stuff, you can be like addressing everybody with your hands like they're people hands. I mean, like, obviously they don't, there's like a mix. I don't know. I mean, like, there's the trial scene in the first book. And the guy's, like, addressing the crowd. And I'm like, how do you not see him, like, standing on two legs and, like, addressing the crowd with, like, flying hands and, like, stuff like that, you know? I don't know. I'm sure there's a balance. Digigrade. I didn't pay that much attention. I'll have to look at them again soon. Honestly, most of the time when I think of dragons, I don't think of them with 4. I guess I think more of like wyverns. Like wyverns are the ones that have the 2 legs and then they just have wings. But I think that's because most of the time when I see dragons, I don't know. I just played too much Fire Emblem and all. I mean, there's dragons in Fire Emblem. I don't know. I'm still getting a feel for what I think everyone should look like, okay? Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah. We're on the same page. They walk on all 4s? I guess so. Yeah, I feel like they should walk on all 4s like how Spyro runs. I feel like, okay, so there's like this scene where Starlight, that's his name, right? And he's like running. I guess that makes sense too. They do think that they're kind of weird for walking on 2 legs. Yeah, you're convincing me. I'm just crazy. Starflight. Okay, sorry. I'm trying here. There's so many names. I imagine him like running with the scrolls and he was like running with his 2 legs. But I guess he could be running with the scrolls and using 3 legs. Are you sure it's the internet? Because, oh, I've dropped 2% of my frames. Let me check. I'm dropping a lot of frames. Like, a lot. Okay, I think it's leveled out now. I don't think I'm dropping as many anymore. Yes, Hanky, I read the first Wings of Fire book. It begins. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine animating dragons. Are you kidding me? Crazy. I mean, animating cats is one thing, but animating dragons? I'm not even joking. That sounds like so hard. Yes. It was very enjoyable. I'm on the second book. Okay, I got sent starflights. Oh, he does! He had little hands on the tips. Look at him! I feel like I think of him looking more like Ravenpaw. Like, just like all limbs, spaghetti limbs. I do like this guy though. He's so cute. I love him reading his little scroll. Oh. Animating each scale. Cannot pay me to animate them. True. I'm reading the novel. Let's see. Let's move her out a little bit. I don't know, maybe she can stay there. Oh! Oh, whoa! Yes. I noticed this. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Oh, I love her colors. She's definitely very cool to read. The Glory. She's very mysterious. Oh, that's gonna look so cool when you have to, like, when you guys animate that. That's true. You could, like, make each of the dragons have, like, maybe the sky ones have more, like, hawk-like features or, like, eagle-like features or whatever, you know? And then, like, I don't know. I could see the Ice Wings Whisperer. Talent Style Guide. I would not want. I mean, I don't really like animating that much anyway, but you could not pay me to animate dragons. I'm on Dia's side here. Maybe blink. I could animate them blinking. I mean, you can't even really pay me enough to animate cats, I have to say. I hate animating Dia. I literally hate. It's my least favorite part about animating is actually doing the animation. I like doing the pre-production. I like doing the style. I like doing the color. I like doing the cleanup. I'm okay with doing the compositing, but actually sitting down and I actually, okay, I like roughing it. like doing the roughs for the animation, but actually sitting down and having to clean it up and tie everything down and ugh, terrible. It's literally just a means to an end. Yeah, me too, Toon. I love pre-production. I love pre-production. I love seeing all the ideas like still fluid. They're coming together. You get a lot of feedback. Ideas are happening quicker. Everything's kind of like it's such like a cool feeling to like I don't know. I love pre-production. I hate animating. It's so boring. It's so tedious. I never feel like I'm good at it. I feel like I mean, I learn with every one of them, but I always feel like I can do better. But I just don't have the patience to do better. I'm like okay with post, but I also don't have the patience. I do not have the patience to like sit and composite most of the time. I love doing the color scripts. I love that I can just like spend like 30 minutes on one and then just like if I hate it, I can just go to the next one. Or like you can get feedback. Like you can just keep making them. And I love feedback. I don't know. I love pre-production so much. I've been enjoying doing PMVs more, Sam. Like my recent PMV that I'm working on has limited animation. By limited, I mean it's basically just the keyframes for the animation. That's about as like lately. I don't know. Like when I was like animating all the time, I don't know how I did it, but I could do like a map part in a day. It's like I don't know. I feel like I just expect too much to like I don't know. I always think I can do more. I can animate more than I can in a day when I sit down to do it. It's just so tedious. It's so time consuming. I'm never 100% satisfied. It's just like ugh. I mean, I can feel myself improved after doing it, but I don't know. It takes so much longer to improve with animating than it does for me to like improve with other things. Because for me to improve with animating, I have to like okay, my pretender part. It's like when I look at my pretend. Oh wait, hold on. I can just pull it up. I have it on my computer. Here. Let's see. Okay, this isn't completely done. Oh, actually, okay. Let me show you guys. Yeah, how about we don't draw Godzilla? This is the Professor Layton soundtrack. Hold on. I'm gonna switch my window. So, let me show you. This is like how I'm going to show you guys an old video. How do I view my old videos? There we go. One that you guys might not all know, but it's a pretty popular video. Okay. Where's my little fang part? What the heck? We're gonna watch it without sound. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay, so this is the fight scene I did 8 years ago, right? It's not that great anymore. I was super proud of this though. This is like one of the first fight scenes I did. I was super proud of it. I was like, wow, that's like, I felt like I improved so much. Okay? And then you go 8 years into the future. This is what I'm talking about when it's like animation takes so long to like to improve with. Like there's this one, but then which is an improvement from this one. We're just gonna go through my old videos. Where's my old Omen of the Stars opening? There it is. Which is an improvement from this video. Okay, this one was made also 8 years ago, which has a fighting scene in it, right? This has a fight. This is such bad quality. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Where's the fighting scene in this? Oh, right here. And this is the one that I was like looking at. Okay, this is horrible. This is like the first time I ever tried to animate a fight scene. And so this is an improvement. So like when you look at that and then you look at this improvement, like yeah, I was proud of it. There is a lot of improvement, but there's not a lot of weight really on it if you look at it. But that's great and all. But it took me 8 years to produce another fight. Oh yeah, Sun! Honestly, maybe we should. I love Sun's part. Okay, let's change this window capture to okay, so that was 8 years ago. Okay, so let's open up After Effects. And look at my pretender part. It took me 8 years to improve. I freaking hate After Effects. I'm so used to using. How do you make it longer? I'm so used to using Premiere that when I open After Effects, I'm like, why don't they have the same exact quick keys? Like, for real. Okay. So this is also, if you guys remember, my first fight scene ever was Lion Blaze versus Breeze Pelt. So 8 years later, this is also Lion Blaze versus Breeze Pelt. I haven't finished the last. So it's like, I've obviously improved, right? But I don't know. I'm not. It's like such a slow improvement. It's just like, I hate animating. This took me like 6 months to do. It's stupid. It's dumb. I hate animating. Like, seeing the improvement is just not worth it. Okay, back to regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, I was battling against Sam. We both had like fighting parts, so me and Sam were like trying to go full out on our crazy camera, wacky camera angles. I don't think Sam has finished her part either. But I just need to animate the last part, which is like it's like a slow-mo, not extreme close-up, I think it's a slow-mo, yeah, it's a slow-mo extreme close-up of Breeze Pelt's face, like, flying in the wind or whatever. Fur whipping in the wind or whatever. I don't know why I chose, I don't know. But even when I look at the Pretender part, I'm like, the camera's timing is it's so bad. It's so hard to follow what's happening. Like, I didn't time it properly. It's going so I don't know. It's like, I hate animating because you learn as you're doing it, but you have to finish the part with the roughs that you started before you learned all this. I don't know. It's like, I feel like when you finish an animation, you're never proud of it. At least that's how I feel nowadays. Like, there's never a moment. Actually, I'm usually proud of it after I finish the roughs. But by the time I like tie everything down and like clean it up, I'm not proud of it anymore. I don't know. That's why I hate animating. That's your lesson for the day of why I hate animating. Well, I mean, I didn't add those camera movements magic in After Effects. They were made during the roughs. Here, I'll show you what the roughs look like. How do you search up? Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel animating. Like, let me show you the roughs. The roughs are the thing I'm most proud of. I think... Yeah, hold on, let me show you what they look like. You guys get to have this beautiful music on as you see, cancel. Nope. That's not what I wanted. This. This is what the roughs look like. Oh, wait, no, these are just the roughs for the last shot. Hold on. I guess you guys get my email. I don't know. But yeah. That's what I mean. Okay, here's the roughs. All of the roughs. I'm sorry, I'm not drawing. It's my hole. No! I don't know how to stream, of course. There we go. No. Is it like a stream capture? Yeah, there we go. Here's what the rest look like. Actually, I think, yeah, I finished up this scene. So, like, I mean... I feel like that was also the thing I learned, was that I did the bare minimum when I was, like, planning the layout of this scene. I feel like at one point I had a grid going to figure out how I wanted it. But I mean, like, look, that's like the bare minimum. Like, I had ground. I mean, that animation, I did that animation in 2018, I think. I was still in college. So it had to have been like 2017 or 2018. I don't know. I'm just not an animator. I just don't have the patience to, like, plan through the entire process. I prefer to use my patience for other things other than animating nowadays, is probably the best way of putting it. I think I'm gonna switch up the music. I'm on my second cup of coffee and I need something a little bit more upbeat for me. Yeah. I understand why people are like, I don't find the map and like animating community as fun anymore because everyone is so serious and like everything. I feel like that's just a part of growing up though, is that it's harder for you to post something after you've like can actually tell what's wrong with it yourself. My favorite novellas are Goose Feather's Curse, Pine Star's Choice, Ravenpaw's Farewell, and Black Star's Reckoning, probably? I would say those are my top 4 good ones. Pine Star's Choice is good. Thea loves that one. I wish its pacing was better, but I mean, it's Warrior Cats. Sometimes you just have to forgive and forget. I don't remember Doubling Silence that much. Ravenpaw's Farewell was good. Black Star's Reckoning was really good. It's just his Warrior Cat ceremony, which I thought worked really well. It wasn't like trying to tell a huge story, it was just like his Warrior Cat ceremony. I'm drawing it because I want to. I like vaguely remember Leafpool's Wish. I remember it being meh. Yeah, we know, Dia. Cope about Pine Star. Honestly, he probably should have. I feel like the pacing would have been much better if he had a novella, or a super edition. They just tried to squeeze a lot into Pine Star's Choice. Like, his entire life into like 10 chapters. It's a lot. See ya, Magic! I will definitely keep everyone posted on my Wings of Fire journey. Bum, bum, bum. I don't like that. I need to figure out how I'm gonna render this heather closer to the camera, because I'm not gonna be able to make the stuff closer to the camera just blobs like I've been doing. Crying forever. What part of the first book did I enjoy the most? I think that I enjoyed seeing. That's a hard one. I feel like I enjoyed like Peril and Clay's conversations. Like when Clay was locked up and it was like the first time he'd actually got to talk to like a dragon from like the outside the cave. And I thought that those conversations were really interesting and stuff like that. Yeah, Ashfoot is smack dab in the middle of the picture. I thought that it was very interesting seeing those two. I honestly thought that they were... Yeah, I liked that. I thought that the peril scenes were probably some of my favorite in the book. I just liked like how almost like mysterious. Not like super, like she obviously wasn't trying to be mysterious, but just like I enjoyed like Clay being like, "Oh my gosh, the first dragon I've ever met, she's psychotic. Are they all like this?" But she's not like super psychotic. Like she's obviously wants to be friends. So it's like, I don't know. I thought it was very interesting. She was definitely an interesting dragon. So I was kind of sad to see her like leave the group after the book ended. Like at the end of the book, I thought for sure she would like... Yeah, Toon. I mean, that is such a good scene. Yeah, that I can like see the music and everything for that. I think that it'll be interesting to see what you guys do for well, I'm really interested to see how you like portray Glory's, just like she is in the books. She's described like a prism, like she's just like a prism of light. Like she's constantly like just, I don't know, radiates different colors and very cool. And then I think it'll be interesting to see. I want to see how you guys do the glowing for the sea wings, and I don't know. There were some pretty cool scenes in the book. Yeah, I really liked it. I was really hoping that she would go with them, but I guess she's too insane. Yeah, I'd assume. I'm like there's no way to animate that properly. Like, I don't even know. I'm sure you could probably draw something, but it's like the way that it's described is like, I mean, ethereal. Like, it's like crazy. I'm also interested to see how you guys do her like, well, this is in the first book. Her like venom or whatever. How she's like, it says that she like has like a snake like opening her jaw and stuff like that. I don't know. Like that was really cool. How they described that. That was like, what the twist? Toon's just like, I can't show you anything, but you'll love it because I love anything that tunes Rex. I mean, you could argue Maple Shade and Apple Dusk were kind of insane plus normal. If you really wanted to stretch it. Yeah, Needletail and Alderheart kind of did that. I don't like this. I mean, I know there's a lot of, like, people expected them to be, like, forbidden, whatever. Yeah. Is his name not Apple Dusk? Okay. But, I mean, that's not really shown. But she's kind of insane. I don't like this rock. I feel like it's like supposed to be like a smooth, dark granite boulder. Is how it's described in the books. But it's boring. I feel like the harsh cell shading isn't working for it. How did I render it? Yeah, that looks way better. I'm just gonna delete this and re-render. Please? Where are all these holes? There. Yeah, I'm about to take a stretch break. I gotta go get some more water anyway, so I'll be right back. You guys can stare at the picture while I'm gone. Okay, I'm back. I pet Apple. You see, I think the problem here is I did something I never do. And I freaking added the cat shadow in when I was rendering it. Yes, I will, Foul. My next camp art is ShadowClan's Forest Camp. I've already got the sketch worked out. Not all the way, but it's almost done. No! Yeah, it's gonna be, I think I've decided on it being when Sasha's visiting the camp. Which means no Tawny Paw. Unless I pretend, which I haven't exactly decided yet. If I'm going to pretend or not. I have seen her. I saw her at the end. She was at the end, right? Of the first book? She's freaking insane. So, I haven't met the other one. But, I think it should be none of them and they should all die. That's the question. With the answer. I think Sunny should be queen. Sunny deserves it. Honestly, from what I've seen queen-wise in Wings of Fire, I don't think there should be any of them anymore. I think that everyone should just be a democracy. Because the queens all are crazy. So that's my answer. Like, why would you want crazy people being queens? None of them have impressed me. Like, you'd think that, I don't know, I haven't seen all of them. Maybe there's one good one, you know? Who knows? Maybe not all queens. Yeah. Sounds like something Sunny would say. There's probably one good one out there, right? Is Blaze... Is Blaze the one that's in the first one? Or is that the other one? Which one haven't I met yet? They all seem pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to tell them apart. I haven't met Burn. Okay, I met Burn. I don't know. I think they're all pretty crazy. I'm having a hard time balancing the hard edges on this rock. As you guys can tell. Oh. Burn is brawn. Okay. Pretty and very stupid. Oh, I might like her then. She sounds like she'd get along with Clay. Blaze is playing that Fallout character that puts all their points into luck and none into intelligence so that they get extra XP. Yeah, well, if she's pretty. Artsy. I don't like that. Oh yeah? I'm here for your Warrior Cats content all the time. Actually, I think I want to make that grass. Or do I? Yes, I think I do. There's so much that happens in the first Wings of Fire book. Like, I'm sitting here trying to, like, think of all of it. And there's just so much that happened. Like, that book was non-stop. Like, I don't know. There's so much that happened. It's overwhelming. I feel like I was bombarded with characters. Not really, though. Yeah, it felt like the first Warrior Cat book where you're kind of bombarded with everything at once. Where you just have like a bunch of named cats that you're just like, I don't know anything. I mean, obviously it helps that the 5 main guys don't know anything about the world either. So they're like learning along with you, but... Yeah, I hope they don't all just like die though. I want some of them to live. Like, even though you met a bunch of people in the first book, like, half the guys you met just died. So I'm just like, oh, okay. I hope that's also not the norm. I would like some of them to live. Like, I met Riptide, right? And he's like so cute. I love him. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I hope he doesn't die. Like, he's so sweet. Like, he just like taught Tsunami like underwater speak, and he's just adorable. And I'm just like, oh my god. I just want to hold you. I just want to hold you and protect you. And I hope you don't die. Sigh. I love it. He's like, bro, you said you liked me. And she was like, no I didn't. Ah, he's so cute. I totally love 3 of your claws, but not the others. Yes. He's so cute. I just want to pat his head. Yeah. I know. I know, Toon, but I can't help it. He's just adorable. My favorite's probably Clay right now. He's just so lovable. I have a thing for characters that are just, like, harmless. Think about cows. I love that. Ah, he's so cute. That's why I think I'll like Sunny's point of view. I think she'll be so peerless. Or so pure. Yeah, just the first book, Quaker. I've only read the first book, no spoilers. They're just precious. Like, Tsunami's been an okay point of view, but she's just, like, so serious. I'm like, girly. Yep. I don't know. Yeah, she's, like, super aggressive. She's not, like, annoyingly aggressive, or, like, I don't understand why she's aggressive. Like, she has her reasons, and I think that they're fine. It's just so different from Clay, where it's like, I don't know. He's just a fun point of view. I could see that. Foul. Hey, early bird. You did? Did you link it on your other blog? I will have to check that out. Love following design blogs. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm getting frustrated rendering this. I don't know why. I feel like I'm just not... I feel like as I render it, it's getting more and more detailed, and I'm worried that... Like, yeah, I should probably take a break soon too. Like, look at this. Like, the difference between the detail rendering on this gorse bush versus the heather next to it, heather, lavender, whatever. It's like, it doesn't match anymore. But I feel like I could probably render the lavender in front of the gorse bush more, but I just haven't sat down and tried, so I don't know. I might have to step away from it, and I had to re-render like everything in this picture that I've finished so far. Like I had to re-render the tree, I had to like reline this gorse bush. Yeah. I have chocolate covered almonds I've been eating, friends, this stream, that I got as a gift from somebody. I feel like I need... I don't know. Like, I should probably get rid of some of the lines on the gorse bush flowers and make them more, like, seamless. Excuse me. I'm not almost done. I'd say I'm about maybe like 40% done. Maybe like a third of the way. Maybe close to 40. Because I've got about this much done. But I keep looking at these, like, I don't know. I might be able to add a couple more lines in here. But I feel like this gorse bush is just so detailed that the cats are kind of getting lost in it. And the hues are just so... the values. I just like polish it, and rendering for me is just like polishing up the hold on, like let me show you. This is it without the background render, except for the tree, but so like all of the colors are here that I want to use for like that section of it. But when I go over to render it, I kind of like actually I clean it up and make it look... I just clean it up basically. I don't know. Like I definitely need to do something with this heather right here. But it's hard because, I mean, there's cats in the picture, so I don't know. Like the cats, like the more detail I add into the background, the more it's going to take over the cats. Like this right here, like the cats are just like, I don't know. I feel like this one's a little bit better because there's not really that much rendering behind them. But I don't know. I already took out the blooms that were on top of this bush. I don't feel like I have a hard time balancing it. I feel like I've been having a hard time balancing it in this picture because of all the blooms and like the just like the amount of detail put into this piece is a lot more than like the other two that I've done. Like in the RiverClan one, I just had reeds that I could fill the gaps with, so that the uniformness automatically made the background kind of easier to simplify. Yeah, I don't know. They're not like character. I mean, they're like no-name characters basically. Well, I wanted to do the blooms and I wanted to do Spring, WindClan Spring because they have an open. Like, it would have been a boring picture without the blooms. Like, it would have just been a bunch of grass and gorse. It would have been meh. Like, with RiverClan, it was interesting because they had the reeds, but then they had willow trees, and I could add the river in there. So that was the interesting bit. But without the blooms and the heather, it would just be a bunch of, like, grass and gorse, which would have been boring. But trying to balance like the colors of spring, like in a picture like this has already got a lot going on with it, and then you're adding like 30 cats. It's just hard to balance all the little details. But then I always have to, like, I want to make this a poster, so it's going to be a huge poster. So I mean, there's, I don't know, it's just stuff to think about. I've just been having a harder time balancing the details in this picture than I did with the last two. And I think I'm going to have a easier time balancing the details in the ShadowClan one because it's in the winter. So there'll be snow on the ground. So there's not going to be a lot of colors that are going with the cats. But like just all these values right here, I've already like as I've rendered, added. I've kept the values pretty uniform, I guess. I don't know. ShadowClan's camp, I can show you what I have. It's Tiger Star as the leader. Where is my ShadowClan camp? I haven't finished it though. I don't want to blur anything in this because it's going to be a print. I'd prefer not to blur anything. Where is my ShadowClan? Like usually when I get tired of rendering, I just... Here it is. I haven't really planned out all of it yet. The gray tabby is web paw. Or I think it is probably White Paw's brother. Okay, here's the ShadowClan one. So it's like the ShadowClan one will be easy because pine trees are easy to compose with because they're all just straight. And then I'll have snow on the ground. So yeah, I'm gonna do the lake territories. I actually have the ShadowClan lake camp, a lot of it sketched out. So like I'm able to like hide a lot of these details with, like, they'll have snow. But this is still like rough planning. This is like, I'm trying to add stuff. but I have this is the Elder's Den, and I have it. I always assume, like, for some reason, I've always thought that they. I think it's because I watch a lot of survival shows where they like survive in pine forests, and they always make these tree like tents with like the boughs of like pine like branches, and they make like their tent like that where they like insulate it with like the pine trees. I'm always like, yeah, but I mean I haven't planned a lot of it. It's like a lean-to, but it's like it's around the tree. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I was looking at this and I was like, oh, I'll probably move Black Star or Blackfoot up to the front with, like, Russet. Because I'd like a more recognizable cat to be in the front. So, like, I'll probably put Blackfoot and Russet Fur up here. Kind of make it seem like they're already the leaders and deputy, even though Tiger Star's here. This is the apprentice den, so I'll have Rowan Paw with his brother Cedar Paw over here. But yeah, this one's next. I've been slowly like getting ideas for it. Oh my gosh, you know. This is Tiger Star showing Sasha his den. This will have like a lot of weird cats in it though. Like this is Night Whisper, who's only in Tiger Star's Fury. This is Apple Fur, who's also only in Tiger Star's Fury. I don't know. Anyway. I'll probably stop for today. Work on something else. I might pull this up on my laptop to see, because I usually can work a lot faster on my laptop. I didn't really get that much done on stream today. I got like this much done. Yeah, I got other stuff I gotta work on.